and hopefully Restream will do its thing as well, and we'll get everything up and running. We'll start some music in a moment or two, and we'll do our self-promo and stuff. Just make sure that everything is coming through to Discord as expected. Looking good. Let's get some music going. Yep, alright, let's get some music going. We'll start with Too High to Die, as we traditionally do. YouTube is working, Botrix is connecting, all the things are working. Excellent. Alright. Alrighty. Let's get Mud Puddle going, and then we'll start doing the self-promo stuff. Alrighty. Alright. Looking forward to some Terraria tonight. Been a little while since last week. Okay. Getting the self-promos out there in the wild. And hopefully getting a few more people watching tonight. Alrighty, got an ad coming up fairly soon, an auto ad coming up. And I'm just going to refresh the screen on my Twitch side to make sure I don't miss anything. And we're going to jump into a little bit more underground jungle and arena building tonight. Alright, for some reason I have Notepad ++ open there. Let's close that one. Let's get all the spare RAM we can. Not as important for Terraria, but just good in general to make sure we're doing what we should be. I forgot to self-promo some other stuff on one of these servers recently. Alrighty. So we've got an ad starting on the Twitch side in about a minute. I'll only go for a little while, and that'll get the ads out of the way for the early comers. Alright, one more place. A couple more places, in fact. And we'll go this one. The Terraria themed server that we always like to self-promo on. Alrighty. Ad starting soon on the Twitch side. We'll let the music play through. Okay, the ads are over on Twitch. Fantastic. Alright, we'll get into some gameplay shortly. Alrighty, how long we got? We've got a little bit longer left on the track. Got halfway through. Alrighty. Let's get into it. Let's grab a little bit more of a drink before I get started. Just got something caught in my throat. Won't be long. That's better. Alright, we'll jump into the game and we'll get ready to pause the music. Alright, as you can see, we've got some Terraria happening tonight. Alrighty, and we'll just stop the music and we'll get into the gameplay. So we're going to go down and pick up the things that we left in the jungle arena before we do anything else. We'll make sure we've got, yeah, we've got our ghost already. Got our Abigail's ghost. Well, Abigail minion. And we've got our little little arena here. We've got a couple of hearts here we want to pick up. As in crystal hearts. We want to make into one. We want to make into a little lantern. So we'll head back and drop off whatever junk we've got this time. And we've got another man-eater kite. We need to get rid of that. Where should we put that? Just here looks good. Let's put it in here. Windy day. Lovely. Alright. Back to the jungle. Back to the arena. Got to make sure we've got all the ingredients for the Abeemination. Alright, let's get another handiest shootiest going. So we've got at least 2 crystal hearts. Heart crystals, life crystals. And that still didn't manage to get... Okay, we'll get one of these life crystals. That's not a life crystal. That's a life crystal. Yeah, all the stuff we don't want. There we go, there's a life crystal. We'll collect all of those and we'll come back with a lantern. So we got how many? 3. We got all the life crystal, all the life top-ups we need. Ah, now. What have you got for us? You don't have the analyzer. Okay. I was hoping you'd have the life form analyzer, but you don't. Alright, we'll get ourselves topped up health-wise. And we'll look at making a wait a second. We've accidentally swapped the... There we go. Right click toggle style. There we go. Alright, and we want the lantern. Heart lantern. It's not called lantern, it's called something else. Life. Crystal. Called something. Or do we need more chains to make it? We don't need more chains to make it. Do we not have chains? Heart Lantern. Requires 4 chains. We have not 4 chains. Alright, what else can we make out of it? We can make a panic necklace. We can actually make a panic necklace? Band of star power and a life crystal. Okay. Oh. That could be handy. Increases movement speed after taking damage. Yeah, Okay, so Heart Lantern needs 4 chains, and we apparently have no chains. So let's fix that. We have 2 chains. Okay. Anvil. Chain. Alright, now we can make a Heart Lantern. There we go. Alright, let's make 3 of those then. Use up all those life crystals. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we also need a campfire. Make 3 of those as well to go with the Heart Lanterns where we choose to place them. And we'll head back down to the jungle. We'll need to make sure we've got an Abeemination as well. So where do we put our honey? Here it is. Let's just confirm what we need for the Abeemination. Okay, so it needs 1 stinger, 5 hives, some bottled honey, and some honey blocks. Okay, so we need some bottles. 1 bottled honey, 5 hives, 5 honey blocks, and 1 stinger. Easy to make. It needs to be at... Where do we craft it? Played objects. It doesn't seem to have one. Okay. Consumable summons the queen bee. Alright, so we just need some bottled honey by the look of it. So we need some glass bottles. So glass and bottles. Glass, glass, glass. There's glass. All right, honey bottles. And we should probably reforge our nightmare pickaxe while we're at it. Okay. The rest of the honey blocks can go away. Let's reforge the pickaxe. There we go, legendary. Best we can get. Alrighty. So, can we make the Abeemination? Alright, we may regret doing the Abeemination, but we'll give it a go. Let's see, we'll take the Danger Sense Potion. And we'll do a run for... stars. All right. Alright, no stars, so we head to spawn and we'll go the other way. One right there. Another one, thank you. Yep, gotta remember to switch weapons before we do that. We have 2 hours left of 2.5 hours left to collect stars. That's realistically 2.5 minutes. We have over 500 stars for the star cannon now. That's good. Might be enough to take on Skeletron later. Last few minutes of the night to get the last few stars. Alright, so we're up to 526 stars. That's good. Bunny fish. We should be able to do that. If we don't already have one. Just double check we don't already have one. We do not? Okay. There it is. Alright, what can we dump that we don't need? Let's see. Should probably dump a whole bunch of potions in the shimmer and get some stuff back. But I guess for the moment, let's see. We need someone to put these stingers. We've got way too many of them. Alright, back to... Hey, Monohim, good to see you. Welcome. Just trying to find somewhere to put all my stuff. Or go to a fish trade. Let's got our daily fish. And I'll put the flintlock pistol back up there. Alright, so we're going to go trade in our fish, and then we're going to go down to the jungle. What do we get? Silent fish. Alright, already had one of those. It's like a big mouth Billy Bass, except that, or Billy Bass, except that doesn't say anything. Alright. So, I think we're ready. About as ready as we're going to get. So we need to probably dump some of this bait. We'll make another chest. And we'll make sure we're not holding our magic mirror right there when we go to click on things. So we want to make a chest. And then we can dump all of our bait. Probably just here. All of our bait items, and we'll come back and get them if we need them. And yeah, that'll give us a bit of space. Alright. Cool. Skyblock Terraria, yep. So I'll give you a quick tour since you haven't been here before. This is our starter island. This is a artificial sky lake that we built. So floating island. We've got parts all the way across the world. It's a medium world, so they're quite long. We don't have an ocean set up on this side. We didn't get quite to the edge of the world on this side. And we've got jungle, we've got cavern, underground, we've got a little corruption over here, we've got our dungeon on the edge of the corruption, and I'll go into more detail. We've got tundra, and then we've got underground tundra, and we've yet to make a desert. We've got Shimmer. We had a Shimmer Island and the Starter Island, and that was it to start with. So we've moved the Shimmer down, but we actually want to move it down even further to the underground level, so that we can, in fact, make an ether biome and use this pylon down here. So hopefully we can do that. We may need to beat Moonlord before we can duplicate the Shimmer, though. And we've got a little ocean biome here. So I'll do a quick across the world tour. We're still in pretty hard mode. I'd say easy mode, but it's not really that easy. All right, so this is our starter island. So we started off with basically a solidifier and a dirt island and some slimes and the clouds. So we've built basically everything here. And we just basically platformed out until we could find the Shimmer Island, so we had access to slightly more materials. But in Terraria Skyblock, what happens is that you get slimes for basically everything. So there are actually, because it makes it so incredibly easy, the slimes are ignoring me as well because I have the King Slime Brisk Royal Gel. So slimes become friendly. It doesn't mean you can't attack them, it just means they don't attack you, which does make it much easier. Beating King Slime was actually considerably harder than expected. I'd use the roller skates. They're actually faster if we don't use the roller skates and just use our boots now that we got them. So as you can see, we've got random things like wood and stuff like that. So this is where the Shimmer was, and we made the ether pylon by dropping a regular pylon into Shimmer. And we made a hole through the Shimmer Island, and we dumped it down to ground level, but that wasn't far enough. So the ether biome doesn't count if it's not below ground. But to make it seem like it counted, there was, of course, the jukebox that plays the Aether theme, and I forget what it's called, but the thing that makes the biome effect as well. We put those away. So eventually we were able to get enough water together to make ourselves an ocean. So this counts as an ocean biome. We got seagulls, and we get if we stick around long enough, we get ocean creatures, and we've got, as you can see, the shells and the seaweed, the starfish and things like that. So, all right. So we've got a pylon here as well. So we'll take the pylon, and we'll head back to the forest, the starter island. I'll show you what we've done at the ground level. So we found the actual ground level, and we put a little lava lake in, and we put a little, we had to go down to the underworld level to get the lava. So we've got a little jungle biome which we've been fishing in, and then we've got, I'm used to small worlds, so I thought this would be it'd be low enough, but it wasn't. So we had to go even lower and actually make a jungle down here. So we've got a little arena here that we've set up, as you can see on the map. And in order to get to the point where we can use this arena, we actually had to do a few other things. And it's still kind of dangerous down here. We're getting mostly underground mobs as well, underground enemies. We'll grab some of these things when I get a chance. To get to the point to make that, we needed to actually make an underground cavern area, which is down here. This is straight down from spawn. And again, we've got a little fishing area here. And we ran out of space, so we just stopped. And of course, we got gem coins for extra stone. So we get stone and things like that from... Oh, you're in ads? Okay, no worries. Alrighty, well, I'll stay here while we wait for the ads to finish. There we go. Maybe any more ads for half an hour. Ads should be over now. Alright, so... the underground layer here is just over from the underground section is just over from the underground section here. So yeah, we've got the underground jungle, and then we've got the cavern underground layer. Alright, so what I've got is a lot of cloud platforms because we didn't have a horseshoe originally. And we also didn't have flight boots. So you don't take fall damage from the clouds, which is nice. And we've gradually got all the NPCs. We started off with just the guide. We have a little NPC house here that's currently vacant. This is just the underground. So you get different slimes at each level. And they drop different things. So here you get dirt, and on the surface level you get dirt and wood, and you start getting stone when you get down to the cavern layer. So there's an interesting change that they made with 1.4.5, which was... once you've got a bucket, you can just leave a bucket out in the rain, and you get a bucket of water. So that was an interesting mechanic I wasn't used to. And of course, once you've got your first bucket of water, if you know what you're doing, you've got infinite water in Terraria. Which is how we end up with all the honey we've got up there as well. So, there's our little... technically underground, but not counting as underground jungle here. And over this way, as you probably noticed, we have a cold biome. Oh, that's mushroom. We've got a surface mushroom biome for when we do get to hard mode. With a little house in it already. I'll show you that off in a sec. And we also got, with the help of ice bombs, we've actually got underground tundra and surface tundra as well. So that's not underground tundra there, that just looks like it. It still counts as surface tundra because it's only down to the cavern layer. But there's our little tundra. We've got a dog that looks enough like a husky for the tundra as well. And there's our surface mushroom biome. We don't spend much time there because it's one of the tougher biomes. And of course we're able to get the phase blade pretty easily once we had access to gems. And meteors. Husky howl for no reason. Alright, and further down here, we have gone down to the very bottom, and we've put cloud platforms across the bottom, because you can actually die from falling through the bottom of the world now. As you can see, it's a long way down. If we keep going down, eventually we reach the underworld. If we keep going down even more, we reach the bottom of the underworld. So we don't have any lava down here. I've left it that way for the moment. But this is how we got lava. Although we got it from the lava slimes. But the other way to get it, I think we actually ended up doing it with shimmer. Because you can shimmer a bucket of water and get honey and lava. So having played, I have to say the challenge is a little bit different in 1.4.5. Having played a true Skyblock pre-Slimes Everywhere official Skyblock challenge. Which is why I'm doing this one in not only expert mode, but medium core. Which is incredibly frustrating when I die. So you can see we've got just a regular slime here, and this one is a wood slime. No, it's a dirt slime. So yeah, we get dirt blocks from the dirt slimes. It does take some of the challenge out of it, but the challenge is staying alive. Alrighty. So, there's our jungle. Everything's pretty close together because we can. Gonna get bees at hornets coming after us now. Alright, so we got an Abeemination, and we do want to take on Queen Bee. Now we'll go over and show off the corruption first, before we do that. Ah! Yeah, this is very different to the base game, and the progression is very different. Did you ever get to hard mode if you've only played 15 hours? If not, everything changes when you get to hard mode. You thought it was hard already. So we've got corruption here, obviously. So we managed to beat King Slime, and then we were able to beat the Eye of Cthulhu. And we did that up on the main island on the little arena. And when we beat Eye of Cthulhu, we got given the seeds for the evil biome for the world. And in this particular case, it was a corruption. You got corruption or crimson, and we had corruption. So once you beat the evil biome boss, you get given some dungeon bricks, which is how we made the dungeon. So of course, once we had a dungeon, we get the old man. And you can summon Skeletron from the old man. We're not going to do that because we can't beat Skeletron yet. We know this from experience. Alright, so we also don't have a desert yet. But that's our little corruption. And one of the things I've been wanting to do actually is get another achievement as well, because I had all the achievements before the update. And I've got 12 to go out of the new ones. So to get one of those, I'd like to make the coffin minecart. I just need to ride it on some rails to get one of the achievements. So I might see if we can get that done. And then we'll have a quick go at taking on Queen Bee. So yes, the corruption does spread. Now in the hard mode you also get another opposite difficult biome to the corruption or the crimson, and that is called the Hallow. It looks all rainbows and unicorns and things like that, but it's actually just as difficult, if not more so, than the evil biome. And it spreads too. Now, it will wipe out the evil biome, and the evil biome will wipe out the hello, depending on, you know, how things go. So the Dryad will ask you to try and purify the world, which is, you know, not that easy. Now, I've got a whole series I did on the previous Skyblock world. If you feel like watching a bunch of VODs, feel free to do so. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff that happens in regular Terraria, but in a Skyblock context. And this is before we had the latest update that adds the official Skyblock mode. So there were no slimes to do everything for you. Alright, now we do have a turret here, so we're going to use it. I'm going to make things a little easier. As you can see, we're getting quite badly hurt. Time to make a retreat. Okay, talk to the nurse. Alright. So, what else was there? Oh yeah, we've got a little artificial sky island. We've got some honey here as well. We're collecting stars as well, because we managed to get the star cannon. So yeah, there's our little artificial sky island. Or sky lake, really. So we got lots of clouds from cloud slimes. We got acorns and dirt and things like that to make all the stuff. So to do this before the official Skyblock mode, there was a lot more mucking around. There's a certain progression you need, like certain game mechanics you need to take advantage of that have been changed a little bit. So yeah, we also managed to beat, what other bosses have we beaten? We've beaten King Slime, the Eye of Cthulhu, and what's he called again? The one that's a crossover with Don't Starve. Deerclops, which is why we've got the funny helmet and the hands that reach out and kill things for us. Alright, so at 3:23 AM, which means we've missed most of the stars on the other side of the world. We'll see what we can get on this side. So we're up to roughly 550 stars. The problem with Mediumcore is that you drop all your gear just like in Minecraft, which you don't normally do in standard classic difficulty. There is a sort of a creative sandboxy mode, or journey mode, and that is a lot of fun. But basically it gives you an extra difficulty mode, which is slightly less difficult. But then you can also change the difficulty on the fly, and you've got God mode. So it's not full creative. You can still die, but you make it a lot harder for yourself to die. Got one more star. Nice. Which takes us up to 560 before it hits daylight. Perfect. The Eye of Cthulhu is basically the first boss, yes. So we've beaten the first official boss, and we've beaten King Slime and Deerclops. And that is it so far. So Skeletron is the second official boss, and he's a lot harder in Mediumcore. Or Expert mode. A lot harder in Expert mode with Mediumcore options as well. So the Expert mode is the world, and the Mediumcore is the player. The idea is that you have Mediumcore worlds in expert worlds with Mediumcore players. But you can just play regular difficulty players. Keep inventory effectively. There's also hardcore, which I've not really tried. Alright, so heading back here. We don't get Eye of Cthulhu spawning naturally much anymore. Oh, we've had the Goblin Invasion as well. And the Slime Rain, which summons King Slime. So the Goblin Invasion gets us the Goblin Tinkerer. There's a Cloud Slime. Alright. So, let's drop off what we can here. We'll sell these 2 items because they're just going to take up space. We've got better than those already. The sickles as well. And we will actually trade in the Hermes boots as well. Alright. So, that's the solidifier there. You can use that to make slime blocks, which is what these here are slime platforms, and these blue ones are slime blocks. Everything else is pretty obvious what it is. It's dirt and stone and that sort of stuff. Alright. Dirt bombs is another way to get dirt. Or are another way to get dirt, I should say. So we're going to head back down here. This is the absolute basics of the biomes too. So, interesting thing about Terraria is that you can build biomes, which I'd love to be able to do in Minecraft. Now we're going to grab that milk there. Getting a bunch of ores as well. So yeah, the phase blade is effectively a lightsaber. There's an upgraded version that's called a phase saber, which you can get in hard mode. And of course you can throw it. You didn't used to be able to throw it, it was just a pure melee weapon originally. Oh, we got jungle spores. Nice. Been waiting for some of those. So there's a really nice axe we can make in the jungle spores. So I think we might have enough for it finally. Alright, so we've got the Heart Lantern effect here. We don't have it down here, so we're going to put another Heart Lantern somewhere here. Let's put it... Oh, you get banners as well, which are handy. So, we're going to put the Heart Lantern there. I'll put a campfire down the bottom. Those will give us a bit of extra healing. Not in ads at the moment, are we? No, we've got another 10 minutes, 10 minutes for ads. Cool. So yeah, we're starting to heal a bit faster now that we've got the Heart Lantern and the... and there's another life crystal. We get the life crystals from the heart slimes if we're down low enough. Also, we've got the We've had the carton of milk, which gives us buffs. Yeah, the jungle is pretty nasty. Alright, so we're going to try and stay in the underground jungle, and we're going to take on the Abeemination. Take on the Queen Bee. So we're going to use an Abeemination for that. We're going to try using the gun. Using the star cannon. I'm kind of cheesing Queen Bee here. Yes, we did it. All right. Yeah, Minecraft, they make you drink it in a bucket. That's right. Alright. So we're going to move out of the Dark Cannon so we don't use up everything. We went through quite a few stars there. So we went through about 160 stars to take out that boss nice and quickly. We really did cheese it. I wanted to make sure we won. Because we can get some cool stuff from the Queen Bee. And we've got this this goodie bag here. Let's make some space for it. Alright, so we've got a treasure bag. Let's go open it somewhere safe. Alright, so gives us a bit of space, and so we got the bee gun, the wild hive pack, which increases the strength of friendly bees. Cool. The bee gun will shoot bees that chase your enemy. And did we get anything else that got dropped? Yes, we got some bee nades. Alright. So we'll need to make some space to get rid of more stuff. We might put the crate potions away for the moment. Put those with some of the fishing stuff. We'll replace the kite with it. And we'll put... Actually, we'll put some fishing stuff in here. We'll put the kite down there. No, this one's fishing. We also got potions, random potions and stuff. And super absorbent sponges, which is a fishing reward. And now we have the Witch Doctor because we beat Queen Bee, which gives us more options. Okay, so we have some different fishing rods with different strengths. We're currently on the golden fishing rod, which is the best fishing rod we can get at the moment. Now we're also going to need the copper axe for this thing that I want to make. So let's give that a go. I've got a axe of regrowth I wanted to make. We've got a staff of regrowth. There's an upgrade to it called the axe of regrowth. And what that does is it automatically plants new acorns every time you chop down a tree, which is kind of cool. We already have a meteor ham axe, but oh, we've just used a kite. So yeah, I wanted to get rid of the kite. We'll put the kite in a chest. We probably need to do some chest rearranging. And we'll do a quick stack to nearby chests. We don't have anywhere for dirt at the moment. Okay. Oh, we got a bee shirt. We got a whole bunch of bee stuff. So, let's see. Let's put the dirt away, and we'll grab the staffs of regrowth. I'll see if we got enough to make the axe yet. I think it was down here, the tinkers. Nope. Okay, let's have a look. Crafting. Staff of regrowth. So we need 12 jungle spores, 3 vines, copper axe, and the staff of regrowth. We should have 12 jungle spores now. Oh, what was the crafting station for it? Workbench. Okay. And we can make it. Awesome. We have an axe of regrowth. And we still have a staff of regrowth. Cool. Alright, so I've been wanting to make that for a while, which is cool. We've finally got that one. Now we have extra cloud in a bottle by the look of it as well, so do we have a space for that? We do not. We've already got one there. Alright, so I guess that's extra. We'll put that in here. And we've still got a bunch of bee-related stuff, so Wild Hive Pack. Bee gun. Oh, we'll change back to our loadout. Alright, so we've got the bee shirt, bee nades, bee wax. Okay. And the hive wand, which consumes hive but places hives. So we can actually make ourselves a beehive. An artificial one, which is kind of fun. So we're just going to place all of this queen bee related stuff in here for now. And there's the bee wax. Now what does the bee wax do again? It's a material, so we can build things out of it. Alrighty. So, we can get an entire bee outfit. There is actually an achievement for wearing the entire bee outfit while using the bee gun, from memory. I think I've already got that one, but it's kind of fun. And the hive wand consumes hive. So, we have hive somewhere. So what I might do is I might organise all of the... Here we've got hive there. So I might organise all of the bee-themed stuff together, but we'll get rid of some of these things as well. So these excess shark tooth necklaces that don't have defence. We've got 2 that do have defence. We'll get rid of these ones. Here's some more space by selling things. Painter's wandered off. Hello, Painter. Alright, so that's a shameful axe of regrowth. We'll get that one reforged by the Goblin Tinkerer. Damaged. Small. Demonic. It's not too bad. That basically gives it the same damage as the legendary Meteor Hammocks. I'm just going to reforge until we hear a ding though. There we go. Legendary Axe of Regrowth. So, oh, we've got a Lantern Knight because we beat a boss as well, which means we're going to get a lot more stars, which is a good time to refuel. Good time to refill our star cannon. So I'm just going to move the Axe of Regrowth to there. So this one actually has hammer power as well. So it's 100% axe power, 60% hammer power. This one has 125% axe power. So yeah, we get the lanterns as a celebration. For beating a boss. Normally we get more stars on a Lantern Night, but maybe not tonight. Maybe we get less on a Lantern Night. Maybe they've changed it. That's a cool look. Oh, there's some stars. Alright. So we should get no bosses spawning. Basically get a safe night after killing a boss. We get no more bosses spawning. I'm going to go check out the Witch Doctor as well. See what he's got. Or what they've got. Oh, that was unintentional. That's fine. We'll pick up some more. We'll go this way. Alright, so Queen Bee was good. We're able to get Queen Bee pretty easily. Might be able to take on Skeletron with the Star Cannon if we keep the ammo up. To get it back over 500, 550, 600 even. Might be a few nights of collecting stars before we get that much. Get about 50 a night if you spend the whole night collecting stars. And that's the edge of the world. More stars. You're wondering about the hurt sound? That's due to the locket I'm wearing, which makes it make a sort of a Tamagotchi hurt noise. It's called, what's it called? It's called Old Companion Locket. Yeah, it is kind of tranquil. So you got various different lockets you can get. There's one that makes a meowing sound every time you get hit. One that makes a barking sound. There's one that makes like a squeaking noise, like a squeaky toy. One that makes a raven noise, like a caw, caw. They've all got different names. Alright, 4:36, that's not too bad. So we've got about 3 hours of night left, so we might have time to collect a few more. The honey does slow you down quite a bit. So yeah, we've got time to collect a few more if there's any that have fallen. As you can see, I've killed thousands of some of these monsters as well. I have been on this world for about 6 months, playing once a week. So we're about 28 streams in, so a bit over 6 months. But this is just a single secret seed. There are other secret seeds. I forgot to switch weapons. There are other secret seeds that this is just a toggle for Skyblock. If we're quick enough, we can get that one we missed. Maybe a few more. I think we've got all the gear we can reliably get fishing wise at the moment as well. Although there is the hotline fishing hook, which lets you fish in lava. But we need lava. Need lava. Heat tolerant bait as well to get started. I think we need to be fishing lava crates to get the rest of the fishing gear. $4.17. Let's see how quickly we can pick up more. $4.26, we get that one. I don't think we'll get any more. Nope, the rest will vanish. There we go. Alright, since we're here at 4:30. Oh. What's today's quest? Mudfish, which you can catch in the jungle. Cool. I'll go straight to the jungle. Whoops. We could have gone straight to the jungle. Fishing in lava, yes, it is a thing. You can fish in honey as well. So just switch loadouts to our fishing loadout. We've got three quick change loadouts as well, which is cool. So this one we have, oh, we don't have any bait with us. We need to go back and get our bait. Okay. That's why we're going back to spawn. Oh, travelling merchant as well. Maybe we can get the, maybe we can finally get the lifeform analyzer. Traveling merchants at the snow, so let's go talk to the traveling merchant. Lifeform analyzer, we've been waiting for that. Okay, so What can we sell you? We can sell you those. Get rid of that. And we'll give you that one as well. So the lifeform analyzer is something we've been waiting for to get to basically consolidate a whole bunch of stuff. So you can see it says no rare creatures nearby. It'll actually show us when there are rare creatures nearby while we have that in our inventory. So we will use that in a moment. We don't have rocket boots on this loadout. But we do still have our grappling hook. We've got a fish hook grappling hook, which is multi-grapple, which is kind of cool. Multi-point grapple. We've got chests everywhere to put things into. This one here has our loot. Okay. Our riches, I should say. Let's see. We'll make sure we've got this one. We don't have any extras anyway. It's fine. Okay. So let's see if we can fish up what we're looking for. I'll put that higher up because it's higher power bait. Oh, we accidentally got a flinks instead of the Abigail's ghost. That's fine. We just changed our summon item without meaning to. Jungle crate. And there is our mudfish, which is the quest fish. Just got two of them. Alright, we'll drink another milk. And we'll put one of these in this chest. The jungle crate's kind of cool. We'll open that in a sec. Alright, in fact, let's go back to spawn. We might drop off the honey in the... Oh, we're drowning. We'll leave the crate there. We'll go cash in the fish. So we got a fish hook and some other stuff. So we've got most of this already. Fish hook is the grapple we've actually got already. But we'll put it in here. And we got some journeyman bait, which we'll take back. Now the merchant, we'll sell you that one. And we'll head back to spawn. Alright. That gets rid of the journeyman bait. And since we're not fishing anymore, we will put the rest of the bait away as well. Free up some space. Alright, now, what can we make with the lifeform analyzer? So we can make the wreck 3000. Now we need a tally counter for that, which is the only thing we're missing. The tally counter we need to take on Skeletron to beat, but we really needed the life form analyzer before we could do that. So we're going to put the life form analyzer in the chest near the tinkering station. Let's see. We'll take the fish out of there. Now that's a swordfish, you can actually use that as a weapon. But we're past that sort of level of weapon at the moment, so we're not going to use that one. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to that jungle crate. Pick that up and have a look at what was in it. So we have bamboo, mana potions, and some gold. I think that was about it. So head back to the jungle. I'll drop off the bamboo in the chest here. Alright, we do have some hive there already, so we could bring some of the other jungle-related stuff over. How are we doing for time? Alright, so we're about halfway through my normal stream time. Bit of a slow stream, but nice to have you here, Mono. Always good to have someone watching. Get another handy shootiest going. So we could probably take on another queen bee. Oh, we've got a steak. Let's grab that steak. That was not good. Got a little bit too hurt. Now Flinks is jumping around going crazy though. Doing some arts and crafts stuff. Curtsying, nice. Just doing some arts and crafts stuff in front of the computer. Nice to have something to watch at the same time. Hey, you're most welcome. Oh! That's the last part of that armor set that we didn't have. So that's the equivalent of the jungle armor, except we don't have to craft it. So we've got the whole set on us now. So if we wanted to change to a mage build, that would be an option. So basically the ancient cobalt armor gives us the option of equipping the same stuff that we'd get from the jungle armor. Yeah, so basically it's brought back from the legacy, brought back from the early versions of the game as a historical item, which is kind of fun. A historical set. Alright, not sure how we're going to go with Skeletron, but we can give it a try. Got potato chips as well. What we really need is a Bazoor. And that will negate the poison effect, but I think that's a hard mode item. Yeah, different armors giving different abilities. There are mods for Minecraft that'll do that, of course, but the base game doesn't have it. And not everyone likes mods. Got a Mimic here. More boots. We don't need boots. Alright, it's a bit noisy here. Let's go back to base. Go back to spawn. Alright. So, just out of interest's sake, how does this compare with our existing set? So we've got 7 defense here. So we got 6 defense, 5 defense, and 6 defense. We've got 6 defense, 7 defense, and 6 defense. So the whole set is actually 2 higher than the existing one. Yeah, it is nice to just have things you can plug into the base game without much hassle. Data packs are good. So yeah, if you watch much of my stuff, or many of my streams and all my recorded content, which I haven't done much of for a while, then you'll see that I'm a big fan of both modded and data packs. To the point of making my own data packs for mod packs. My own mod packs. So, Ethereal Airships is one of my favourites. That's one I've created myself. But there's also data packs that I'll add to things like my Skyflat world, which is Superflat meets Skyblock. And basically it's all done with data packs and client-side mods. Sorry, server-side mods. So client-side can be vanilla and join the game, which is kind of cool. There's a really good data pack that one of my community made that I've been maintaining, which basically what it does is it allows you to have the falling sand that's needed for a Skyflat world just disappear as it starts falling, so you reduce the lag dramatically, which is kind of cool. And also there's data packs for things like making the armor trims more affordable in a world that's not got access to a lot of diamonds, for example. And of course all of your standard data packs like your vanilla tweaks and things like that are always nice to have as well. I quite like what Curtis Does a Dig is doing with the magic data pack. Alright, 8:30, let's see. I think we'll try another run to get some stars like we're doing. See if we can get over 500 again. Would be nice. And we might have another go at Skeletron by the end of stream. Let's see. 460. Alright, head back to spawn. Flinks does seem to be a little tougher, a little faster than Abigail's ghost. Just talking about the summons. The minions. Oh, I've lost my monitor. No, it's back. Yeah, I have a problem with my my docking station and the monitor that I'm playing on. Sometimes the monitor just randomly cuts out in the middle of stream. Also when I'm playing normally, but more of an issue when it's on stream. Alright, back to spawn. How are we doing? We got 469. Let's have a quick check up high to see if any have fallen up there. Nope. Okay. I hear one falling right now. There it is. Okay, so we head back this way. Incredibly unhelpful. Yes. I haven't had a blood moon in a while. Or a meteor storm or a thunderstorm. Probably get something like that soon. Been too peaceful for too long. $481, nice. Yeah, how many we get? We might even get back to 500 tonight. That'd be good. Ad starting in about 20 seconds. I'll try not to do anything too dangerous. But I'm just collecting stars, so it should be okay. Can we get 5 more stars before daylight? Probably not, considering we got 30 seconds. Oh, we did it! 500! $501, in fact. Could have got more if we were just a little faster and didn't hit things. But back to 500 stars. Nice. Alright, back to spawn. So the violet husks I don't really want to hang on to either, so we might just sell those for the moment. We'll see what else we can pick up from the jungle, and then maybe do another queen bee. Oh, we're going to look for the witch doctor too. We haven't actually found him yet. They have of course moved in the mushroom biome, which is funny because it's not really their preferred place to live. The jungle is in fact their preferred place to live. Slime. Yeah, of course it's allowed. Let's try a different weapon this time. Let's try... a regular gun. Alright, let's switch to the star cannon. This is getting silly. Oh, it's gonna be fine. Cutting it fine. Oh, 1 heart left. That was worth it though. Something sounds like a xylophone. Oh, it's a bell. So we got another queen bee treasure bag. Let's head up to our jungle area. So yeah, without the star cannon, we were probably not going to beat the queen bee, so I decided to cheese it. But cheesing it is perfectly acceptable, if it's the only way you can do it. And we got another staff of regrowth. Not sure where that one came from. Well, we'll drop that off here as well. That's another jungle thing. And the stingers can go there as well. Yeah, you can farm the bosses as many times as you like. In fact, sometimes it's the only way to get certain drops is to farm the bosses. Is that a gold bunny there? There might have been a gold bunny. The bee's knees. So that's a bee-themed bow. Wooden arrows turn into a column of bees. Useful for getting rid of the large amounts of... so we got more bee nades. More bee wax. And a bee hat. And a hive wand. So yes, there's the bee hat and the bee shirt. Obviously there's bee pants as well. They put my head in bedrock, the wither. Yes, indeed. Similar sort of thing. So we have hive packs as well. And bee gun. Shoots bees that will chase your enemy. Bee's knees, bee gun, and bee wax. I think we can use the bee wax for something. Let's just check with this guy and see what he says. Oh yes, we can use it to make the Hive 5, which is a better yo-yo than we've got. And to make B armor, which gives the ability to get lots and lots of minions. And also the hornet staff. And you can make B-nades. Make B-nades out of grenades and B-wax. Make the hornet staff just out of B-wax. B headgear just out of B-wax. A B breastplate. And the B greaves. So for those two items, you get an extra 2 minions. So the idea basically is to give yourself a swarm of bees, which is kind of fun. Now the Hive 5 summons killer bees after striking your foe. That's 24 melee damage, which is better than the melee's yo-yo that we've got at the moment. So we might actually look at making one of those. And we need an anvil for that. Okay. Yo-yos can be quite good with the right loadout. So if we added a string to, basically if we went to this loadout instead, we added a string to the green counterweight, that would give us 2 projectiles, and it would give us a longer distance as well. But the armor is not as good. 6, 5, and 5. But we have +4 warding anklet of the wind. So we could make multiple sets of boots and have, because these get used with the boots to make the boots we've got at the moment. We could make multiple sets of boots and have 2 loadouts that have the same boots, for example. The lightning boots. We can't increase the boots, can't improve the boots until we get into hard mode though. Alright, I think we should do another run for stars tonight, in-game tonight. But first we should get that better yo-yo. That one. So this one has better knockback. We can also reforge this one. Get it better again. Or worse. Wow, taking a while to reforge to something decent. Demonic might have to do. 28. That'll do for now. So yeah, the yo-yo is useful for swarms of enemies, and when you've got multiple projectiles, it's even better. Again, you can't max out the yo-yo completely until hard mode, but nice to have an alternative weapon. One that does almost as much damage as the phase blade, in fact. Queasbee? Did I say Queasbee or Queen Bee? Queen bee or not Queen bee? Yes. Hi, Catsmith. Good to see you. So we've beaten 2 queen bees already. And we're just showing off the star cannon. So we've just made the hive 5. And we've upgraded it to demonic. Or reforged it to demonic. I didn't notice that. I was in a hurry to get stream going. So yeah, we've beaten 2 queen bees. We have the ability to make the full bee armor. Well, if we had enough bee wax left. So we've got the bee gun, bee nades, the bee's knees, and the demonic hive 5. Which does almost as much damage as the phase blade, the godly phase blade, which is nice. The bee gun could be fun as well. Mostly stopped by to mention that. Fair enough. Well, since you're here, we may as well do a quick. May as well do a. We've done 2 runs already. Basically, we're gonna collect stars again, and use the star cannon. It takes about 100 stars or so to take out the queen bee. We are playing in Mediumcore and expert mode. Yeah, Mono didn't notice it, and they've been watching the whole evening. Well, not the whole evening, but most of the evening. Or the morning, depending on what time it is where you are. That's definitely better for clearing out the enemies. No longer daylight savings time? Yeah, it's not daylight savings time here either. Hasn't been for a while. Will be again soon, actually, because we're coming up to spring in about a month. Time zones are still time zones, that's true. They just change whether they are applying daylight saving time or not. Future man, there's only the morning. Well, it is, in fact, Wednesday morning for me. Early Wednesday morning, in fact. Like, after midnight, after 1 o'clock-ish. What time exactly? Nearly 1 o'clock. Alright, ads in a few minutes, but only about 8 minutes, so 2/3 of the way through the ad-free section. Yeah, I find I'm about 16 to 18 hours ahead of the US, which basically makes me what is it, 6 to 8 hours behind, but the next day. Alright, so back to 400-ish. We can get one more. Yep, 400. So if we've got enough nighttime left, we can probably get about another 20 more. Don't do daylight savings anymore. Okay. I would like that to be the case where I live, but unfortunately it is not. I can change that by moving to a different location, but the problem with that is there are various things that mean that it's not simple for me to move locations. Things like school arrangements and things like that. Yep, that's my reminder that is 1 AM. Then I've got a maximum of an hour left if I want to get any decent amount of sleep. Alright, we've got stars falling near us. Fantastic. Wasn't looking where I was going. Luckily we have this. Okay. Who the heck wants to move? All your stuff is already... Well, I don't want to move. All my stuff is already here. Pretty much. Yeah, I reckon we'll get to 420. We may not get to 450, but 420 would be good. Three to go. I don't think we can get 3. Nah. So, we're close. Not bad, though. Alright. I think it might be time to look at trying to get some more sand happening and see if we can get a desert going. Blaze them stars. Concrete slabs and stairs stuff going to Minecraft. No. That would be really good. I've been waiting for concrete slabs and stairs for quite a while. That's something I'd like to see in Minecraft. So that if that's coming in the next update, that is a really good bit of news. Or if it's coming in a future update. So I think next time I might try the mini shark with the shooting instead of the musket. It does more damage, but it's slow, whereas the mini shark is insanely fast. It does a lot more damage. Well, it does a lot less damage, but shoots a lot faster. So the star cannon, 63 range damage. That's not bad. Alright. So, let me think about the Gravedigger, I think was... not the Gravedigger, the Grave Minecart. Most recent snapshot that just came out. Cool. I'll have to have a look for the news on that one after I've had some sleep. Okay. Let's see. We need an ammo reservation potion. There are just not enough hours in the day, that's true. Alrighty. Ad starting shortly. Oh, slime rain. Fun. Alright, ads are over. So, we had a slime rain start, just as the ad started. So, we're going to stay on the surface and we're going to take out King Slime again, just for fun. Mainly because it's really easy for us to do so now. Because the only slimes that hurt us are... basically, King Slime is the only one that hurt us. We can take out all of the slimes beforehand. I'll head down to the surface level and do it here. You did run on Vintage Story. With some friends. What a game. Ah, Cat Smith Soft to play Vintage Story. So I am planning on getting Vintage Story. It is right up my alley. I play Hytale and Terraria and Minecraft. They're all very much along the same lines. So although I am technically a variety streamer slash player, I do tend to go for exploration, voxel or pixel type games. Exploration adventure type games. Anyway, Cat Smith, thank you for popping by and continuing to be a patron. I'll get the thanks in for you now. And there's King Slime. I'm taking out King Slime just with the yo-yo and the accessories. Bye, King Slime. And it stops the slime rain as well. Okay, got a King Slime trophy. We should probably do something with that. Alright, let's plant these acorns. And also demonstrate the axe of regrowth. This automatically plants a new tree. Oh wow. Being a godly one, it's huge as well. So it makes it plus 10% size. Makes it look ridiculously big. So yeah, we can chop down trees and it plants another sapling automatically. Works in all biomes that have dirt or mud. Doesn't work on gem trees. Yeah, I played a lot of Terra Firma Craft back in the day, so Vintage Story is definitely something I want to try. So we got the ninja leggings and shirt, ninja shirt and ninja hood, which we already have. We're mixing it up. I'll put the ninja one back on here. The top hat on this one. And slime hook, which we already had. Alright, King Slime trophy can go on the wall somewhere. Need a big enough wall. There we go. King Slime trophy. And we get another royal gel. Alrighty. That was fun taking out King Slime with just a yo-yo. Well, effectively a little bit more than just a yo-yo, but felt like just a yo-yo and accessories. I've got another solidifier as well, so that's a thing. Alrighty. So about 45 minutes to go, maybe a little longer, but we'll wrap things up pretty soon. I mean, it sounds like soon, but... Well, it doesn't sound like soon, but it will feel like soon. Alright, so... Hey, Tedicus, thank you for raiding! Welcome. Welcome, viewers. I'm TechHead Fred. I'm a streamer, a YouTuber, and a Minecrafter as well. At the moment I'm playing Terraria, obviously, but I do Minecraft and I do Hightail as well. So, head raid. Nice. Hello, Akasha. Good to see you. Alright, so we've taken on Queen Bee a couple of times. I think because we've got a raid, we might do another run on Queen Bee. We'll just do a little bit more collecting of stars for ammo first. Hey Tedicus. What have you been up to? How's your stream been? I understand if you need to raid and run, but feel free to tell me what you've been up to. And if you're not following Tedicus already, you probably should be. I think everybody here already knows Tedicus though. Let's just do a shout out Tedicus as well. Not me. I don't want to shout out myself. Tedicus. There we go. Alrighty. First send off to Craftworks Season 3. Yeah, I was watching a bit of Craftworks Season 3 stream earlier. Had another one earlier in the day my time. Might have been yesterday for you. Teddy, Misty Lulu 123 Super Tour. Cool. By the way, if you want your view to count for the stream as well, don't forget to refresh the page or go out on the mobile app and come back in again. Have to raid and run? No worries. Staff meeting in 25 minutes. Fair enough. So for those of you that are new, I do Terraria on Tuesdays. I do Hightail on... Well, currently I do Terraria on Tuesdays, Hightail on Thursdays, and on Sundays at my time, which would be Saturday evening for some of you. I do Minecraft. I do either Skyflat, mostly vanilla, or Ethereal Airships mod pack at the moment. Alternate weekends. I'll do one or the other. Akasha knows all about it. We don't seem to be getting many stars tonight. Awesome lightsaber force handling skills. Yes. Ah, there's a star. Yes, it's technically a phase blade. There's a phase saber as well, which is the hard mode equivalent. But yes, basically you make it from gemstones and meteorite bars. Alright, so we managed to get a grand total of 2 stars so far. Alright. Let's head back this way for a bit and see if we get any more, and then we'll head back to spawn. So yes, we're just trying out the new yo-yo we got for, we crafted from the wax we got for beating Queen Bee. And yes, I noticed the typo in the stream title. Well, Catsmith noticed and pointed out to me the typo in the stream title, which I had not noticed because I typed up the name in a hurry. So it was Queen Bee or Queeze Bee, which was meant to be... No, Queen Bee or not Queeze Bee. Which is meant to be Queen Bee or not Queen Bee. Obviously. Alrighty. Really not many stars tonight. We've got another 4 hours to go, we'll see. That's not good. My monitor's not working. I'm gaming from what I can see on the stream. Let me just stop for a second. See if the monitor wants to wake up. It does not. Let me just try turning it off and back on again. Nope, I seem to have lost my monitor. Well, that's always fun. Let me just that's going to potentially crash stream, but hopefully not. Oh, that will have crashed stream. Because we would have lost the internet connection. But apparently it didn't. No, we didn't lose it because it was just the monitor, not the whole thing. And is the monitor back? The monitor thinks it's back. But it's not. Yep, we've lost the monitor altogether. Let me just unplug it from the power and plug it back in. Ah, it could actually have been the power wasn't plugged in properly. Let's try that again. Nope, monitor is gone. Thinks it's still going, but it's gone. Let's check the power board end. Nope, monitor has completely died. Fun. Well, that's always fun. I can't see what I'm doing. Because the game is on that monitor. Oh no, it's moved out of the bottom screen. Never mind. Alright, so reboot time later, but for now... I can at least see what I'm doing on the bottom screen. Yeah, Kasha, I'm not going to let that one through. I'm sorry. All right, my gameplay has gone all over the place now. There we go. It's past morning now, I think. Anyway, so. Yeah, I might have to call stream there because I've lost my monitor and therefore my gameplay is not working as it should be. I can't use my weapons. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Not quite sure how I'm going to quit the game, to be honest. Well, it's probably my cue to call stream there, so I will say thank you. And I will hit the outro screen, I think, unless I can get my monitor working. My monitor working again. Does not want to do it. Okay. Yeah, my game is completely not working the way it should be. All right. In that case, I am gonna look at what I can do to raid out because I cannot continue playing. I'm probably just going to get destroyed. So let's have a quick look here. Who have we got playing at the moment? Nobody I know playing Terraria at the moment, just a few randoms. Yeah, alright. I think I'm going to have to forgo the raiding out as well. We've just got too many technical difficulties at the moment. But yeah, I'll figure it out and hopefully we'll be ready to go by next stream. I might have to do some swearing at the monitor or something like that, or pick a different monitor to use. I do have a spare at the moment, so we will follow that up later on, and I'll figure out how to get things working again. I can try one last thing firstly, though, which is just see if I can move. No, I can't actually get into the game properly to move it around, so let's try one last thing. Settings? Can I reach settings? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't want to let me. Alright. Yeah, we will just finish up. I can't see anyone I wanted to raid out to at the moment, so I will say thank you for everyone, and I will look at trying to do a 3-hour stream next time. We've had technical issues, 2 streams running. We've had YouTube not working last time, and we've had some issues with the monitor just deciding to die part of the way through. Alright, well, rather than the ads, we'll just snooze the ads, and we will just get into the outro screen. And I'll figure out how to close the game. Where has OBS gone? There it is. Alright, so we go into the outro screen on the game. And I'll hit my outro music, which is Cobblestone Generator, if I can reach it. There we go. Alright, I'll say another big thank you to the patrons, one of whom was here earlier, which is the fantastic Soap, Catsmith, and Oniaro. They're my three paid patrons at the moment. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's been on stream tonight. Thank you for coming by and enjoying the Terraria. We'll do some more next week. Hopefully we'll go for 3 hours next week. And we'll have some Hightail Hardcore on Thursday. And we'll be back on the Skyflat Minecraft world on Sunday. Or Saturday evening for some of you. Probably most of you who are here at the moment will be Saturday evening. Alright, yeah. It'll be 8:15 AM starting for me on Sunday morning. Which, yeah, hopefully it'll be a reasonable time for you guys on there. Alright. Ultra quiet? Yeah, might have lost the monitor as well. That might have lost the audio as well. Or the mic. So, let me just check. No, the mic's still working. Just not sure which one it is. Yeah, things are all over the place though. So, I got my Terraria screen working again. But it's a bit late now. I'll get out of Terraria. Alright. Thank you all for watching. Music we're listening to at the moment is Cobblestone Generator by Abeemination. It's my outro music. And yeah, enjoy. I will see you again in the next stream or video that you're present for. And I will try and get some edited videos out sometime soon, if time permits. So if you haven't already, feel free to go check me out on YouTube as well. And yeah, if you haven't already followed on Twitch, feel free to do so. I think everybody here has. But if you're watching the replay, feel free to give me a follow. Alrighty. I'll let the music finish up, and then I'm going to go to bed. Thanks, Akasha. Appreciate it. All right. Bye for now.